The MMA world is ablaze with drama as seismic showdowns and blistering feuds ignite the octagon's final chapter of 2025. Della Maddalena's coach unleashed a fiery tirade against Ilia Topuria, while Dana White confirmed a colossal UFC 322 clash between Della and Islam Makhachev. Merab Dvalishvili vows to obliterate Umar Nurmagomedov in a personal rematch. Aljamain Sterling demands a title shot against Alex Volkanovski, and Jackson's shocking arrest rocks the combat. Sports scene. From verbal warfare to legal turmoil, this episode dives into the chaos threatening to reshape the UFC's future. Della Maddalena's coach didn't hold back in a blistering submission radio interview, torching lightweight champion Ilia Topuria and issuing a chilling warning to Islam Makhachev ahead of UFC 322 in November. With Della set to defend his welterweight title for the first time against the Dagestani juggernaut, his coach scoffed at Topuria's ambition to chase a third belt at welterweight. He's a lightweight, a smaller version of Jack, he sneered, dismissing Topuria's plan to jump 2 weight classes. They're similar fighters, but Jack's bigger, stronger. It'd be a bad decision for Ilia to face him. The coach's venom didn't stop there, targeting Makhachev's durability. Islam doesn't have Bilal Muhammad's chin. If Jack lands clean, it's lights out. First minute or the 24th. Jack thrives in long fights, but he's not here for overtime. Della's 17-2 record with 11 knockouts backs the bravado, his 92% finish rate a stark contrast to Makhachev's grappling heavy 25-1 ledger. The coach's words have set the stage for a November explosion where Della's knockout power meets Makhachev's suffocating control. Will the Aussie's fists rewrite the lightweight hierarchy, or will Dagestani dominance prevail? Merab Dvalishvili's blood feud with Umar Nurmagomedov has reached a boiling point. Weeks before his bantamweight title defense against Corey Sandhagen, the Georgian champ unleashed a torrent of fury, vowing to destroy Nurmagomedov in a potential rematch. The bad blood stems from their 2023 clash, where Umar, hyped by cousin Khabib, pushed Merab harder than anyone in his 10-fight win streak, though Merab won by decision. "He disrespected me, pointing at my belt like it was his last picture," Merab fumed. "Next time, I'll beat the shadow out of him." Despite a grueling training camp marred by back and leg injuries, Merab's 17-4 record and relentless pace overwhelmed Umar's 17-0 run. With Sandhagen's 17-5 record and slick striking looming, Merab's focus is split, but a win could set up a title defense against the winner of Umar versus Mario Bautista, announced for UFC 323. Nurmagomedov's wrestling pedigree makes him a nightmare, but Merab's promise of no mercy signals a rematch that could redefine the bantamweight division's pecking order. Raja Jackson, the 25-year-old son of UFC legend Rampage Jackson, has plunged the MMA and wrestling worlds into chaos with his arrest for felony assault. During a live-streamed wrestling event in Los Angeles on August 23rd, Jackson stormed the ring, pummeling wrestler Stuart Smith with a barrage of punches while he was down. The U.S. Army veteran was hospitalized in a serious but stable condition, and the viral video sparked outrage. Charged with felony assault, Jackson faces up to 4 years in prison, per Louisiana First News. The LAPD acted swiftly, and the wrestling promotion now faces scrutiny over safety protocols. UFC voices are divided. Sean Strickland urged rehabilitation, citing deeper demons driving Jackson, while Matt Brown demanded accountability. Paul Felder on Submission Radio lamented, "Something darker is at play. This wasn't just about the moment." Michael Bisping echoed the sentiment, noting Rampage's devastation as a father. With the combat sports community reeling, Jackson's fate hangs in the balance, a stark reminder of the fine line between passion and chaos. Aljamain Sterling is roaring for a featherweight title shot against Alex Volkanovski, dismissing Laron Murphy's claim despite the Brit's viral knockout of Aaron Pico. Fresh off a dominant decision over Brian Ortega, Sterling argues his resume, wins over Ortega, Calvin Kattar, and a razor-close loss to Movsar Evloev, trumps Murphy's 14-0 record. Ortega's a proven contender, twice fought for the belt, gave Volkanovski hell, Sterling said on his podcast. Pico, no UFC or Bellator accolades. Murphy's KO was flashy, but who did he beat? Sterling's 24-4 record, including a bantamweight title reign, bolsters his case, while his sparring session with Volkanovski, where he was busted up bad, fuels his hunger. Volkanovski's 26-3 record and featherweight dominance make him a formidable target, but Sterling's technical mastery and 68% control time in recent fights position him as a threat. Murphy's 100% finish rate in his last 5 fights keeps him in the conversation, but Sterling's call-out demands the UFC's attention. Will Dana White grant Funkmaster his shot, or will Murphy's momentum steal the spotlight? The UFC's lightweight and welterweight divisions are a powder keg, with Della's coach stoking the flames. His verbal assault on Topuria, calling him a smaller jack who'd be flattened at welterweight, underscores the Aussie's looming presence. Topuria's 15-0 record and 87% finish rate make him a lightweight terror, but Della's coach sees no path for him against his 6'0" protege's power. Makhachev, with a 95% takedown defense and 13 submissions, poses a different beast, yet the coach's confidence in Della's cardio and one-punch knockout ability, evidenced by his 1.2-second average knockdown time, sets up a clash of titans. The coach's bold claim that Makhachev's chin won't hold up could prove prophetic or catastrophic, as Islam's 4.8 takedowns per fight loom large. Merab's vendetta against Nurmagomedov adds a personal edge to the bantamweight division's future. His 10-fight win streak, averaging 6.3 takedowns and 12 significant strikes per minute, showcases his relentless pressure. Umar's 83% striking accuracy and 3.2 submission attempts per fight made their first bout a war, and Merab's injuries during that camp only amplify his hunger for a definitive finish. Sandhagen's 64% striking defense and 5.1 significant strikes per minute promise a high-octane title fight, but Merab's eyes are fixed on a rematch that could cement his legacy. Raja Jackson's arrest casts a dark shadow over the sport. His unprovoked attack on Smith, delivering 20 unanswered strikes, has drawn comparisons to street brawls rather than sanctioned combat. The wrestling promotion's failure to intervene has sparked calls for reform, while Rampage's silence speaks volumes. Felder's take that Jackson's actions stem from inner turmoil hints at a troubled path, with the MMA community grappling over whether redemption or punishment awaits. Sterling's case for a title shot is ironclad, yet Murphy's 100% finish rate in his last 5 fights keeps him in the conversation. Volkanovski's 2.1 knockdowns per fight and 57% striking accuracy make him a daunting champion, but Sterling's grappling-heavy 70% control time could disrupt his reign. The UFC's decision will ripple through the featherweight division, with fans split on who deserves the nod. The octagon is a cauldron of ambition and retribution. Della's title defense against Makhachev, Merab's vow to crush Nurmagomedov, Sterling's title chase, and Jackson's legal turmoil are rewriting MMA's narrative. Will Della's power dethrone Makhachev? Can Merab deliver on his promise of destruction? Does Sterling outshine Murphy for Volkanovski's belt? And will Raja Jackson find redemption or ruin? Like, subscribe, and brace for the chaos as UFC 322 looms.